We're going to do some bullet journaling today. I'll show you how I set up some of my pages and layouts and explain a few things of why I do it the way that I do it. So what I do every year is I buy 3 of these Scribbles journals because they have really thick paper, so very little. These are Vivid Scribbles dot grid journals, and they're 160 GSM. So I like that, and they also have 200 pages. So I use 3 of them in a year. So what I used to do is I used to have one bullet journal. I used to have a bullet journal for my businesses, and then I would have another journal for my personal and another one for scripture study. So I still have separate ones for scripture study, but I do intertwine them because I might have a faith moment and I want to put it in my journal. I decided, I think it was like in 2022, yes, I think it was 2022, to only use these for both my business and my personal, because I found that I would lack in one or the other. So in other words, if I only put my business stuff in my business journal, I would overload it with lists to do, and none of my personal stuff would be in there, and then that wouldn't get done, and vice versa. So I thought it would be better, and I'll show you how I divide those up so you kind of understand. Maybe I should get one that I have photos into. Anyway, this one I don't have photos in yet, but I will. There's some blank pages back here where the photos will go after my trip to Seattle. So what I do, so I have 3. So I have January 1st through April 30th in one. And then this one is going to be, this pink one is going to be May 1st through, August 31st. And then this teal color will be September 1st through December 31st. So there'll be 3 in a year. And they get pretty thick. You can see it's pretty thick. It's nice because they have this elastic band that's built into the book, and I can use it like this. I kind of went over too much on my tag there, but okay. All right. So let me go through. I'm going to show you a little bit, and then we'll do a page together, a layout together. So this is, and a lot of this is personals, and I'm not going to gray it out. So I'm just going to go fast on some of my pages so you don't see everything that's like super personal. So what I do is I have all my, I don't use the index pages, but what I start with in the beginning of each book is all of my goals. And this is kind of what I do for a month. Now, I used to get all fancy and do my own lines for each day, but that gets really tedious, and I do own 3 companies, and I have a family, and so I travel, and I'm older, so this doesn't really work really well if I spend that much time doing little tiny things like that. I watch a lot of bullet journalists and people who do a lot of journaling, and I also stopped doing all the like mental health stuff and everything because I don't have any issues with those things, and I really don't I don't want to focus my time and energy on, oh, how did I feel today? It's just like I got too much work to do. You know what I mean? So what I did was I go to the Dollar Tree and I buy in the year before, I go buy the little tiny, they have little tiny calendars, and then I just tear out the pages. So this is January, and then I decorate it with stickers, and then this part here I'll do my own calligraphy and stuff. And then of course I'll have my focus for that quarter, and then these are the layouts. So what I do is I do 1 week, and then and my weeks start on Monday, so they go Monday through Sunday. And then I do journal. So then I have, after the first week, then I have a page to journal in. Then I have another week for bullet stuff, and then another, and then sometimes I'll put my faith thoughts in here. I heard this in a song, I am a child of the mountain mover. I didn't want to forget those words, so I did my own page here. Sorry, I'm covering my personal stuff, but I wanted to show you. So then I decorate. I use a lot of stickers. I just got a gigantic stamp collection from a friend of mine. Like, I can't tell you how many thousands of stamps. And of course, I'll never go through all of them. And I will start using some stamping now that I finally have my office organized and my craft room organized. But so I do a lot of this kind of journaling as well. And then again, there's my weekly schedule. This one I made a mistake and had two. Then I have regular journaling. You can see how busy they get. So this is February. See, I didn't even have time to really decorate that page. And I didn't decorate this page, but you can see how I can just have my visual view. And then this was February. These are my goals for February, and then a week, and then journaling, and then a week, and then journaling, and a week, and then oops, I might have, sometimes I'll forget. No, there it is. And then a week, and then journaling, and then a week, and then here's March. So this is the month that we're in currently. And so then we love St. Patrick's Day. I'm half Irish, so of course it's a big day for us. So then again, here's my things I want to finish, and then journal, just like this, right? So, sorry, I'm going to go through those fast. And then here's April. So now I have to decorate April. But April, I need to already start to do this. And then here's April's calendar. And then already I have stuff lined up for April. I have a dentist appointment. So I do color coding. Purple is my, this one you can see. Purple is my personal stuff. And then I'm still renovating my house. So every Saturday is set aside for that. Every Sunday is set aside for church and scripture study, reading, thinking, and planning. And then here I have Thursdays is my financials and my tax day. Fridays is my free day. And then Mondays is my get it done for me now, my virtual assistant company day. And then Tuesdays is my remodeling company day. And then Wednesdays is my create with Katerina, what we're doing now. So anyway, so those are jotted down. I do like a border like this, some kind of a border, and I'm trying to keep it kind of green in March. Sometimes I go with a theme, sometimes I don't. This is a page, I got this from washi tape from Temu, and I loved it. So I created this page, so I'll journal right on there. I just think it's so cool. So this is how a layout goes for me. So I have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday on one side, Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday. And because I work a lot on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday in my companies, those are like really, and Thursday. So these 4 days have the biggest area. Fridays is when I really try to do all my personal stuff, like going I do a lot of my grocery shopping online, and they just deliver it to me. So that I get online from Walmart, online from Costco a lot of times, and then online from, I live in Utah, so it's Smith's. It would be the same like Publix and other places, or like Kroger's and other places. So I do have a Boost account with them, and so I get free delivery there, and that saves me a ton of time. I also make one in-person Costco trip once a month, and then I make Dollar Tree trips about once a week. But I try not to, because I really need to focus. So this is kind of what a layout looks like. So I'll use I'll use washi tape to surround it, and this just makes it pretty, but fast. And then I'll use just any ruler. Sometimes I don't even use a ruler, depends on where I'm at. And then I'll draw my lines, and I kind of just gauge it. I used to just count the dots. I don't do that anymore. And then what I use is my Crayola watercolor tips, because they don't bleed at all. I have beautiful 283 pens that are kind of like Copic, and I got these from Temu. It's pretty amazing. I'll show you the carrier for that. But those bleed through. So I will use those. I will use my oil markers when I don't have something on the other page. So let me show you one of that I did. Well, you can see that doesn't matter if it bleeds through or not. Where's that one? Where's that? What happened to my I thought I did well, that's interesting. I thought that I did a Irish one. Didn't I do? Oh, this back here. So see here. So I printed, these were free printables that I printed out from a lady online. And so I did these, and then that way I didn't on this side. But if I used bleeding, I could do the bleeding on this side, the markers that bleed on that side. And so then and on this side, because then it's covered with a piece of paper. So that's how you can also put two pieces of paper together. So let's go back where there aren't any. You can take two pieces of paper like this, and you can then just glue stick these together. Or I would first draw on it just to make sure it doesn't go through pages. I would put a piece of paper here to guard it, and then I would use my alcohol markers there, and then I would then take these two together if I didn't want to cover up this page. Hopefully that you understand that. If you have any questions, just let me know. So what happens after April? Okay, here's the end of April. Now what I do, these are notes that I took, you can see them, I don't care, on a video about doing short videos, formats, and how to find a format and how to do the hook, etc. I was studying that for our clients and for our three companies. So this kind of gives me an idea. And then what I did was I put a little thing here and it says so I can find it. So that way I don't have to keep an index, because I never look at my indexes. And so then what I do is, again, here's some notes from me. Red and black is always business pens. And then I use purple for my personal, and I use pink for my extra projects, my side projects that I like to do, and for my Create with Katerina niche, my crafting niche. And then let's see, what else do I use? Oh, and I use green for health. Now I did use more green in March for, Irish Day. But anyway, then we have to cover up some of this stuff because that's people's personal, that's my leads that I call. But anyway, so then here's some more notes. Black is usually with Fixie, my remodeling company, so I know what that is. And then, so then this is all just regular journaling, and sometimes I'll decorate it, and sometimes I just need to write, so I'll just write. But here's one where I decorate. So then I'll just take all of my supplies that I have. Now this I did with gelatos. I love to use gelatos, and they do not bleed through at all. So they're really good to use I use them a lot in my scriptures. So I really love these, and so I will do things like this. And then here's another one that I'll do, things that I find that I want to keep. And then these are from the books. That's pretty cool. I love that. They send that to you every time. And then I tried to do some drawing. I'm horrible at art. So I saw a lady say, oh, as bad as you are, you can still make some little flowers with some, and I did it. And I was like, yay, I did it. I can. So anyway, sorry, those are client stuff. And then just doodling and and then like things that I'm working on, like in my renovations. This is a project table that I'm creating. This is how crappy I color and draw. So then I just have I'll do pages like this, and here's a beautiful letter somebody wrote to me. So when I get cards like this, I'll just washi tape them. I glue them, but to make them stay down, I'll washi tape them in my book. And I'll also add our photos from different trips and stuff that we did. And then I remembered something that happened in my childhood. So I did this memories layout, but I also wanted to tag it so that when I die, after I die, I want my kids to be able to, I'm going to start doing this in all my journals. If I write something that they would like to know about, then I'm just going to put these memory tags in there. So they don't have to read through all my boring business stuff, right? And then here is another note somebody had left me at my door with some gifts, and I wanted to keep it. That I just found. She actually gave it to me in October, and that book is already filled up and gone, but it doesn't really matter, right? So I went ahead and added her here, just so that I could remember her and what she did for me. Anyway, and so then we will go through and finish all of these before, I love this. I heard this I think it was a song. Yeah. What are you waiting for? Why are we wasting all the time like someone's making more? And so I'll hear a little song in a CCM song, and I just want to keep it. And so then I'll write it in my, I have a really nice one for Miracle Worker, that song, Waymaker. I love that song. So, and then I have all my business stuff in the back, and I'm not going to show you, but it's all my financials. So I have each month of that quarter back there, expenses and income, so that I can keep track of that. It's easier for tax season and everything, having it there, and I don't have to look for other papers. So that's kind of how you do the journal. There's a place here for a pen, which I never use because I use a whole bunch of pens. I color code, so I need more than one. And then it has this really nice, I'll link to these in my description. I get them on Amazon, so I'll give you my Amazon link. And then it has 3 really nice of these ribbons. So it has one here. So I always put one where so this is on my March goals that I need to do, my March big to-dos. And then I have one for this week now, and then I put another one in the week coming up. So that's how I kind of organize that. So that is what they look like. So let's go ahead, and we are going to start with the, I need to do May. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open it up. I already took all the guts out. Oh, no, I didn't. So they send you a lot of stuff when you buy. And I'll probably journal that because that's really cute, happy. And then I always put these in my journal somewhere. It's just really pretty. And of course you saw this in one of my pages, so I'll do that again. But anyway, that's really nice. And so this is May through August. And then I always put in my name and my phone number and my email address in case I ever do like leave it at the doctor's office or something, because I do take this book with me. And then I don't use the indexes, so I just skip over those. And you know what I don't have in here? I don't have wonder where I put I had that. My calendar. Okay. And so then here's the indexes. So this page, the first few pages, let me check my other one and see how many pages I use for before I start, so I can add more of my goals and stuff. So it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 5. Yeah, that's about good. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So this will become the May layout. Let me just run and check to see if I have that handy. I think I do. I just think I forgot to bring it over. Yeah, it's not here. Oh, here it is. All right, so what I'm gonna do, sorry about that. So here's my May. So it's just this little calendar. I got a butterfly one because I can use these butterflies in junk journaling. So I'm just gonna tear this out because, well, that's a pretty one on the other side. And I should buy 2 of these from now on so that I can use, because this one's gonna be, I'm not gonna be able to use that butterfly because I'm gonna glue that down. I can always make a copy on my copy machine too, but I don't want to. So it takes time, and you know, I wonder where my June one is. I'm missing my June page. Oh well, I'll look for that later. Okay, so we have the May, and it doesn't fit perfectly. So so to make things easy, I am just going to start trimming this off with scissors. It's a lot easier to do it with scissors. And it's faster. So because I don't really know. Oh, I did find the June one right there. So I'm just going to cut this like this. It's going to go more. Now, I don't really worry about Sundays because Sundays is my church days. If I'm on a vacation or something on a Sunday, then it's easy. You know, obviously I can just add that on my days, or I can just make a little symbol there. I should do the birthdays on there though, or that's Saturday, I'm sorry. So, because I start with Monday. I always forget that on the calendars. I lived in Europe, so we start on Mondays. And then I'm going to cut off some of this. It's probably not going to be enough yet, so I don't need to worry about the Memorial Day thing because I know when that is. So now I'm just going to see, and it's still not quite I had to get a better scissors. A little bit too tiny. Use my office ones. And just get a tiny bit more here, just to, yeah, there. Get it right up against that. And Saturday, since it's always home renovation day around here, and don't really get to do much on Saturdays except for work on my house. That's been going on forever. I can just cut that off. And now, see, it fits perfectly there. So what I'll do is I'll typically use like a glue stick for that. Let me get into my adhesive drawer. But I have a tape runner here. Oh, actually, here's some glue. Here's a glue stick. I'll just use the glue stick. Oops, that one's gross and old. It doesn't work. Let's see if I have another one in here. I might have to use the, here it is, here's one. All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put the glue on there. Take the book and we'll set it here, probably like that, just in case I want to write something on the bottom of it, and then I'll just smooth it down. You don't even have to use any tools for that or nothing, because this is a really slick paper, so magazine kind of paper, so it does that very easily. And then what we'll do is, let me move some of this, move over here. And here's May. So now what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to go with blue for May. Blue is one of my favorite colors. So blue, purple, and pink. You'll see I use them all the time. And butterflies and flowers are my thing. So I'm going to do flowers because April showers bring May flowers. So I'm going to look for a pen that's kind of, I like to use these for this kind of thing. And that looks like a pretty one. Let me see if that's, whoops, oh, they all fell down. Oh, while I'm here, I got to show you these really cool. I did a video on these, but oh my gosh, aren't these gorgeous? I got these on Temu, and I was just so shocked. And it's nice. It's not cardstock. It's about a 28, maybe even a little bit heavier. It's a really nice, strong paper. But look how beautiful. I'm gonna use those in my journaling probably for like maybe August, July, August maybe. What do you think? Yeah, aren't those gorgeous? Just love those. All right, let me see if this pen, I don't have a scratch piece of paper. Well, since I don't need this side, let me just make sure. Yep, works. So here I'm just gonna, let me sit down. So May. And since May is only 3 letters, which I absolutely love, I can do a little bit more fun things with that. Okay. All right. Okay, so that's May, and then I'll probably want to get like a pretty little flower. So I'm going to go into my blue flowers. I have different cases that I keep the different color flowers in. These ones are pretty, I'm just wondering if they're a little bit too New Year's Eve or Christmassy. Let me see what else I have. All right, even butterflies. There's butterflies that come out in May, so that would be nice. There's tons of pretty pink ones. Yeah, I think those will be just fine. I have these, but these are real. Oh, here's some. There's some purple and some blues. Let me see. Those look more like, these look more like the kind of flowers you would have in May. Let me find one that's not, oh, are they all purple? No, I think I saw blue ones. Ah, see, like something like that, but that's a little still purple, isn't it? Well, that's okay. Oh, here, perfect. That's beautiful. Okay, so I'm thinking I'll use, oops, I'm thinking I'll use this one. Hopefully you saw all those. Did you see that all? It's kind of hard to see. Yeah. I don't have any lights on in my office yet, so I think there's enough light here. Let me see if I turn on the light for you. It got just a little cloudy. Is that a little bit better? Hopefully that's, yeah, that's a lot better. So these are the only problem with these, and I don't have nails because I bite my fingers. There we go. They're just a little harder to take apart. And this I'm thinking of putting, oh, I'm thinking right there. All right, isn't that pretty? So then maybe we'll take a butterfly, a blue one. This is another pretty blue one. Oh, I like that one better. And put it down like right around here. Is that right? Is that the right orientation? It has to go like that. All right, so we'll use this one. It's the only thing with these clear, stickers is they're hard to take apart. If you have any tricks, let me know. There it goes. It's so hard for me to catch that piece. Oh, so hopefully it doesn't tear. Oh, it's a little bit. There we go. There we go. And yeah, he's flying this way. So we'll fly him off the page like that. What do you think? That looks good. All right. Now, we'll do this page later. Let's do a layout just so you can see. But you can see how simple, something as simple as some fancy drawing and, you know, or simple, whatever you want to call it. So now what happens is May, this page is going to be for my goals for May. I believe, let me check my other one real quick. Sometimes I do it backwards. Yes. So that's these are my focus for May pages. And so then we'll skip that. And then we'll push this side down and we'll do a layout here. Now on this layout, what we're going to do is just what I showed you how I do in my first journal. So what we're going to do is I'm going to find a color and we'll go back to the same blue because to keep that in theme. And we will start to draw. First we're going to washi tape. So I picked them out already. So sometimes I'll do the bottoms different, tops different. Sometimes I'll do the sides different. It just depends. So let's try to put this in the middle so you can see it all going on. Maybe I raise the camera up just a touch. Yeah, there we go. So I have this beautiful washi tape that I got from Temu. Get a lot of washi tape from them. Okay, let me sit down to do this part. I was standing so I can see in the camera better. So I want to make sure I put these the right side up. So all I'm going to do is just lay it. Don't need to measure. Like I don't need to, I just kind of eyeball things, you know. So there, that's one piece is. And then you just tear it off at the end. And that one tore a little bit as I was doing it. So we need to fix this piece here. Make sure it all goes together. There, that's the only problem with the thin washi tape. Okay, throw that away. Okay, then we're gonna do the same thing on this page here. Yep, there we go. And just tear that right there off. So I really like the way, that's really pretty. So then I want a different one, a little thinner one on the sides. So that way, oops, I have plenty of room for my weekly planner. I just don't see the point in spending a ton of time on adding little stickers. I know a lot of people do those kind of planners, but for me, in my life, it just doesn't work. since I have too much going on. I got to take shortcuts, and these are washi tape is the perfect shortcut for me. Now, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to do this one here across the top as well. Oh, nope, I don't have enough. That's the only problem with, I think I've used this one a lot though. So I need to get another blue one. So I'll probably just go ahead and use this one to finish off the top. Okay, yep, that works. All right, so this one I'll cut a little shorter there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the pen that I have, and I'm just going to draw. What I usually do is go like this and draw the line. So I'm pressing against the washi tape so I don't have to use a ruler. And then I go over here and do the same thing. Can you see that in the... You're seeing me, right? Yeah, I'm just making sure the camera's on where it needs to be. Oops, like this. And then I'm gonna, this is the top, right? So here I'll just lift, the trick is to lift that book so that the broad tip of the marker is pressing against the page and the washi. Do you see that? How I do that? So seems to be the best way to do that. And here, we'll go here. Then I'll turn the book upside down and do the same thing here. And then I'll do the same thing here. Okay, I'll turn it right side up because we don't want to be writing upside down. And then what I'm going to do is take my ruler. And it's not like I said, sometimes I don't use a ruler, sometimes I do, and I figure, okay, there's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, kind of like this, right? So I want this one to be here. So that means I want this one to be about here for Mondays. Mondays are my biggest days, so if that one gets to be a little too big, that's perfectly fine. So there's Monday, and Tuesday's my next biggest day, and then Wednesday's my next biggest. So I'm thinking this looks like about, you can count them if you want. But I just got tired of doing that. Yeah, so my Wednesday's bigger, you see that? But now my Thursday's perfect here. That's where I want my Thursday. And this is where I want my Friday, about right here. Yep, this is perfect for my Friday. And then for my Saturday and Sunday, I just come and eyeball this and go down here because those ones are personal days and not a lot of business stuff goes in. And so now, and then I'll also take and make this line right here. And I don't do it on this side here. It only needs that one. So now it looks really finished. So then what I do is I get my Faber-Castell markers to do the writing in. And so then the next thing is I used to, so see how May starts on 1, 2, 3? Let me see on my other book. So I always have to make a decision. Do I want to start with a full week or do I want to do a whole spread and just have the 3 days on this? That would be Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then I just use this, put something else over this to journal, or just journal inside of there, or add notes or stuff like that. So I've done it both ways, but let me see in my April. I need to see where April ended because I need to see where April ends because I have to see what am I doing. Okay, so here I have April 30th. So what I could do 30th, I could do May 1st, 2nd, I could do that and start this on the 5th, on Monday. And since Thursdays are only, are my tax day, right? Friday's my free day and shore day, and then Saturday's home renovation, Sunday's church, that is kind of set in stone for me. So it's not like I really need to, I think what I'm going to do is do those few days here. And so we will start with May 5th. So that way we can start on a Monday. So I'm going to say May 5th, right? So let's remember that. Let me write write that down. So I write down, and I just do these. Monday, May 5th, 2025. Now, I like to write out my days like this because as I write, I'm very intentional, which means my thoughts are going into these days, my energy. So I know that Monday is my get it done for me now virtual assistant company day. I know Tuesdays are my remodeling company, flooring, decor days, business days. I know that Wednesday's my create with Katerina day and other creative projects to do for videos or whatever, right? And so as I'm writing it out like this, it makes me think about that day. Not so far, I don't mean like so far in May, but as I'm doing this in May, like I'm doing it now, it's April, I'm doing these it's March, I'm doing these ahead of time. And I'm not thinking so much in the future as when I write the word Thursday, I'm thinking about tomorrow, which is Thursday. So I'm thinking Thursday's the day that I do this. And that really helps me to stay on track. And it makes me appreciate each day. Friday, my free day, right? Not always, because a lot of times I have to do chores, but typically this is going to be my free day. What I like to do on my free day is I'll typically do my doctor's appointments, any kind of like Dollar Tree hauls, things like that. Ordering from Temu, different things like that, right? Michael's, go to Mike, whatever it is. But I also like to save a little time on Fridays to do some organizing in my home because I cannot stand disorganization. And because I'm remodeling and renovating, there's a lot of moving things from one place to another. And but I like it because I keep giving away and throwing stuff out as I move them back into the appointed room. But the other thing is I have new projects. So I have a Siamese website that I've had Siamese cat website that I've had for years. And we do a lot of Facebook stuff. We have a big Facebook following on Facebook for that niche. And so I like to do fun projects with my cats on that day, something because I don't typically, it's pretty much automated now. I don't do a lot with it. But then I want to start new projects. So I do have an Etsy store. I do have a Shopify store. I do make and do print on demand and also make my own products and sell some jewelry. So that's the day I want to like dabble in those kinds of things. So it's very intentional. It makes me think. And Saturday, I just get excited because it's one more step closer to my house being done. So my house is 2 stories. And the upstairs is almost done except for the master bathroom, which is going to be a while because I ran out of funds. And so it's going to be a while for that bathroom to get done. But I just finished my office and craft room. My kitchen's done, dining room, living room, 2 bedrooms upstairs are done, 2 bedrooms downstairs because we needed the bedrooms first. Downstairs are done. Turned my garage into our grandkids, into my children, my grandchildren's and my younger children's entertainment room. So it's where we play our board games. We have a billiards table there, ping pong table. And then also I have 2 granddaughters that live with me. And so that is their crafting area as well, because they're not allowed to craft in my craft area because they don't clean up after themselves. So I have their own little area that they can learn to clean and everything themselves, but then they can also put things where they want them to go. I'll show you that one day in a video. So here is my layout. I love Faber-Castell artist pens. Love them, love them. Okay, so now what I want to do before we go is I am going to go do one more layout, which is going to be that page in between that I want to journal on. So on this page, I will use some washi tape sometimes, but most of the time I am going to be using like stickers, stencils, gluing things in, more like the junk journal style, I guess you can call it. Or I might do something more artistic, even though I'm a terrible artist. But here I want to put this. I love this. So I'm going to go ahead and use this right here. You could also take the tape and go all the way across and not break it like I just did. But I don't do that because sometimes that bend doesn't stay and it starts to pull up. So I'm going to start my page like that. And something as simple as this. And now if I write on here, there's a little decoration and I have a lot of room to write. That's the main thing. I love junk journaling, but for just like one thought at a time, not for everything, right? Because you can't really write a lot in them. So let's go look and see what we have to decorate with from my different blue flowers. And let's look at these and see if there's anything in there that's not super, actually, that's actually beautiful, huh? I'm wondering if it's okay to use that gold in May. I like that though. I might keep that out just to see if that's what I want to do. Those are not gold. Also, white would look pretty too if I glued one of these leaves on there. It would be so pretty, right? And that would be really pretty. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do that today though. It's another one of those pretty roses that I liked. Let's see if there's, oh, here's some pretty blues. So these are working. These are workable. You see, those are pretty. Yeah, those match these a lot better than that. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to use the one with the gold. It just reminds me of Christmas too much, really, Hanukkah and Christmas. But these are beautiful. So we'll take these out just to see where I should put them. Okay, let's move this over here. And now I'm just going to lay them out how I think would look pretty. So I like this coming in, but I like this in the corner. Cat hair. I like this in this corner like that. That's pretty. And then maybe another one in here. And then maybe, let's see what else we have. I really want to use these. These ones are really, really pretty. So I'll probably do a decorated, like maybe we'll go like this. And then maybe like this. That's kind of nice, huh? And then kind of repeat that on the same side a little bit. I don't believe that they have to be super symmetrical. Even using different, like here would be pretty with the rose. Yeah, that looks pretty. That's pretty enough, I think. I don't think I need to put anything because here I like to write my dates. So I think that, that should be fine. And then that way, I'll kind of show you too what I'll do with the writing. Oops, sorry, I move out of the view of the camera. It just takes so long to get these off. Oh, see, very pretty. And I'll do this side here. So how's your day going? Hopefully, what kind of journaling do you like to do for your everyday planner stuff? Do you like to use the bullet journal, junk journaling, scratches of paper? You know, I love to-do lists, but I'm getting away from those. I'm learning how to do them in my journal. When I make things like lists to go to Dollar Tree or my shopping cart at Costco or whatever, I just use the lined sticky notes, the bigger ones, you know, it's like 4x6 on one. Well, it's probably smaller than that, but it's bigger than the 3x5 card. Yeah, see, that just takes so long to, I'm sorry, but I'm so bad at this part. If you have any tricks on how to do this faster, and sometimes I have it, there we go. I just can't get it to stick to me, to my finger. There we go, that one's nice. And I'm sorry my fingers aren't done. It's just when I'm renovating, and I'm terrible, I bite my fingers. My nails grow strong, but then they just break because of the, and I use the collagen peptides and biotin and all that stuff, but they just, hammering, working with drywall, painting, it's just too rough on the nails, you know, and I don't use the gloves, so. It's so annoying. There we go. There, that's so pretty. Isn't that a pretty layout? I love it. It's so pretty. And then sometimes what I do is just keep going around and around until I feel a place where it's gonna break open. Almost. Yikes. Here we go. Almost. Ah, it was almost there. There we go. And put that one right there. The last one here. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment. I love to answer questions and help you with any questions that you might have about journaling, crafting. So on my channel, my goal is, like, I was doing journaling for a long time, and then after my husband passed away in 2020, I kind of stopped doing those videos and didn't do them for like 5 years. So I'm starting back up again this year. And I love to do Dollar Tree hauls and crafting hauls like Temu and all that, the bullet journal, and then also card making, stamping, creating the junk journals, things like that. So anything that you would like me to show you how to do, or that you want to work, I'm going to do candles. If you want to learn how to make candles, we can learn together, because I don't know how, and I bought all the stuff to do it. So here, let's just pretend it's May 7th, or let's see, what is let's look first. Oh, let's do May 5th. So we'll just write here, May 5th. And then let's just say this is May 6th. And what I like about this is, see, now I can clearly see the day, and I don't really need washi tape or anything up there. And then what I'll do is take a lighter blue and kind of just do some little squigglies here too, like this. I'm not, like I said, I'm not an artist or anything, but I will do some little things here. Some designs, you know, kind of like. And then this way I can write, and I can even, you could even like make some, like a vine, the flowers on the vine. Probably use a different blue for that over that, but that looks kind of nice. Let me see if we do it with this one. Yeah, that's better. I like that color better for this page anyway. So you just paint this with what do you call it? The watercolor markers are very forgiving. So you see it doesn't even go through the other side. And so here's my layout to write on. So I've got 1 week and 1 layout, and then this one will be another week, another layout. And then in the very back, like I showed you in my first book, is all the journaling pages. And the very, very back is my financial pages for 3 months. So 3 months at a time. So there you have it. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.